All right, we've got the guys here from GLE Real Estate. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. It is a unanimous decision. Your winner, red corner, Ben Gorell.
A big win there for Ben Gorell for the team at Top Tier Muay Thai. Bad luck there to Kyle Spurko. Both boys very impressive. Can't wait to see them fight again in centering and future promotions. And a big thank you to the great people at GLE Real Estate.
Ladies and gentlemen, proudly welcome our Lions Den Boxing Gym. Big thank you there to Eagle. Introducing first from the blue corner, weighing in at 63 kilograms, George Youssef. And his opponent weighing in at 62.9 kilograms, Din Tran. By 2 rounds, ladies and gentlemen, kickboxing 63 kilogram weight division, proudly brought to you by Lions Den Boxing Gymnasium. Thank you there to Igor. Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Mr. Chris Anderson.
Remember what we said, kickboxing, don't grab the leg, hit yourself roll time. Listen to me roll time. Good luck. Wait for the bell, yeah?
There we go, Johnny DeMacaulay, bout 5, proudly brought to you by Lions Den Boxing Gym. Big thanks to Eagle getting behind this one.
Boxing Gym. Nice to see the mix in town.
Young Din Tran, he's had a perfect way to start his record. He's got 1 fight, 1 win, 1 by KO, taking on from the Sting Gym.
George Youssef, trained by Ryan and Michael Vukovic down at Sting Gym there in Dandenong. So it's 3 2-minute rounds. Kickboxing rules.
Din is an explosive fighter, but it looks like George is also the same ilk.
Both boys just opening up like hurricanes, just big hands from both boys. Din Tran, trained by Johnny Sheeter out of Team Ultimate over there in St Albans.
Din's last fight was on a Vukovic show at a Chelsea Heights hotel. Great shows the boys put down there at Chelsea Heights, the team at Sting Gym.
Chelsea Heights goes off down there with the Fight Force Promotions. Michael Vukovic been around for a long, long time.
Wow, both boys is trading leather. Din getting through with a couple of sneaky ones, and George not doing too bad himself.
Tell you what, they
look at this. Just
right above us in the commentary position, mate.
Just got a better view.
Trading punches.
They are just getting through, and not one of them taking a step back. I love these fights at the West End Market Hotel, Bushy.
I tell you, man, I am impressed with the guard of George Youssef. Din Tran's thrown that many shots. George Youssef has just kept his guard up and just kept coming.
That was actually but Din runs towards him, and they just keep going at it. This is an old-fashioned slobber knocker.
Mate, and the crowd's just oohing and ahhing as these boys are just...
You can hear the exchanges landing on the chin of each fighter.
Both of these boys are going to have leather imprints on their chins.
Don't hold me, punch.
Tell you what, mate, Igor from the Lions Den Boxing Gym, mate, he's got his money's worth already for this one. Good left there from George Youssef as well.
I think actually there was a head clash there. I think George hit him with a head clash.
Interesting to see how the cardio goes, mate. We've got 15 seconds to go in this first round. Both boys going to get back into the corners, take big, deep breaths.
It'll be the longest 1 minute. Didn't look over at the referee. Not sure what he was motioning to Chris Anderson. That's the end of round 1. What a first round. Bushy, that was very entertaining.
Mate, I would not have been able to keep up counting the punches thrown by both boys. Well done to Din Tran and George Youssef.
Round 2 about to begin, Bushy. What a huge first round between George Youssef and Din Tran.
The question's going to be, have these boys got the cardio to keep going at that pace? And 2, who's going to knock who out?
And Din starts again. Lefts and rights thrown by both boys. A big left hook connected there by George Youssef on the chin of Din Tran. But Din goes forward again.
So, mate, a testament to both of these fighters, just their hands, but also the guard. Like Din Tran's thrown that many punches, it's not funny, but George Youssef just walks forward with his guard up. There's a kick, mate. That's right, it was a kickboxing bout, this one.
Hang on, I forgot where I was there for a second.
A big thank you, Lions Den Boxing Gym, Igor.
He catches him again with a left hook, does George Youssef. And a nice right uppercut. evades that right hook there, does Din Tran. He slows under again, nice move and steps away.
Yeah, good evasive skills there from Din Tran. George Youssef turning it up in his second round, mate. He's worn the best that Din Tran's thrown at him and hasn't phased him.
It's always, I suppose, and as a kickboxer, a fighter, when you're throwing your best and the other guy doesn't take a step back, it's got to be a bit overwhelming for a fighter. What happens to him?
Good work from George Youssef right above us in the commentary position. Good hands, and he keeps throwing those sneaky little inside kicks as well.
This round so far definitely belonging to George Youssef.
Good right hand there from George Youssef. Din Tran just throwing his own back.
I'm looking over at the boys at Lions Den Boxing Gym. They're loving this fight. The sponsors of this fight here, Lions Den Boxing Gym, as they're eating their Parmigiana.
Looking forward to the Palmers coming around tonight, mate. But tell you what,
George is catching him a couple, but Din's just not taking a step back. I can't believe it.
Chris Anderson just sitting back enjoying it in centering, mate. He hasn't had a lot to do in this round.
Oh, and nice one to the breadbasket of Din Tran.
Tell you what, mate, George Youssef now. Big first round there to Din Tran, second round to George Youssef, mate. Who's gonna bring it home in the last round?
The third round. I cannot wait.
Coming up next, Jacob Tipping versus Adam Esposito.
Johnny DeMacoli, the third and final round, proudly brought to you by the Lions Den Boxing Gym. Big thanks to Igor. Mate, I got this one even. Absolute slugfest, and big Georgie Youssef opens up with some good hands.
But look at Din coming back with left and right, so he's only catching him with right hand. I thought after the first time I actually saw Din take a wobble, but he's straight back onto it. He's like a dog on a bone.
But George Youssef is just covering up and just waiting and then just picking his shots.
After the last fight, I didn't think it'd get much more exciting for two young fighters, but Jesus, what a great fight it's been. What a great night it's been.
Din Tran's throwing more, but I reckon George Youssef's been a little bit more effective with his hands.
And he's also used some leg kicks also. I think he's the only one to use leg kick in this fight.
So judges for this one, Ignatius Missilides, Chris Anderson Jr. and Matty Tyne.
They have got their hands full, and I can guarantee this is those kind of fights that there'll always be half the crowd unhappy with the decision, another half happy with the decision.
Now, both boys are winners in centering at the moment. Just absolute slug. There's good left there from George Youssef. And he's thrown that quite a few times because Din Tran comes in, throws his hands, then drops his hands.
Yep.
And George Youssef just comes over the top. So good smart work. And again, that uppercut.
Don't hold and punch. Okay? Don't hold and punch.
Referee Chris Anderson just warning him for holding on with the back of the head.
First thing Chris has had to do in this fight. So a great job by our referee in centering.
So at the moment, I think George Youssef wants just that little bit more at the moment in centering.
Didn't come the push kick and right of his own. Here he comes, almost both swinging in the final 30 seconds as Perry Cales has let us all know.
Oh, Johnny Sheeter over in the corner, mate. He's busting a puffer valve over there in the corner, mate. He's going off, mate.
And so is Brendan Stanley's foo-foo valve's gone.
He's calling it to Din Tran just to come forward, mate. The crowd's going to love this one when the bell goes.
Great fight. Both boys very proud. The boys at our Lions Den Boxing Gym, Igor. What a great fight to sponsor.
Let's have mate, Ryan and Michael from Sting Jing. They'll be absolutely wrapped with their young charge as well. 21-year-old Georgie Youssef, mate. This one will go to the judges. What a sensational bout from both boys.
Well done to both fighters.
I'm staying on the fence, mate. If anything, I'm going to lean a little bit towards the blue corner.
Fighters to centering, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. It is a majority draw.
Well, there you go, a majority draw, mate. I'm not unhappy with that decision. It was a sensational fight. Din Tran, George Youssef. Rematch, mate, on the next show that's coming up. Both these boys deserve it.
That was a fantastic fight. I didn't think the other one could be beaten tonight, but this was a fantastic fight. One on to both boys. We look forward to the rematch.
Din Tran.